Did you know that sharing too much about yourself can quietly chip away at your influence, your relationships, and even your mental well-being? In a world that encourages constant sharing, the real power lies in what you choose not to reveal. Privacy isn't just about secrets, it's a powerful shield that protects your focus, builds trust, and shapes how others see you. Ready to discover why keeping some things to yourself might be the smartest move you ever make? Privacy isn't just about keeping things to yourself, it's a powerful tool that affects how others see you and how much influence you have in your relationships in daily life. Every time you share personal details, like your thoughts, feelings, or plans, you shape how people perceive you. Our brains are wired to pick up on social cues such as trust and vulnerability because, from an evolutionary perspective, these cues helped our ancestors form strong, safe communities. But there's a catch. When you share too much too quickly, what we call oversharing, it can trigger certain pathways in your brain that are linked to social risk. This means your brain starts to see the situation as potentially dangerous, making you more vulnerable to being judged, manipulated, or misunderstood. That's why setting clear boundaries about what you share is not just polite, but a smart neurological strategy. It helps protect your focus, conserve your energy, and support your personal growth. The truth is, the less people know about your private world, the more control you keep over your own mental and emotional state. This control is essential because it lets you stay grounded, focused, and resilient even when the world around you feels chaotic or demanding. So, respecting your own privacy is really about protecting yourself in a deep, brain-based way, giving you the power to grow strong and stay centered no matter what comes your way. When you share too much about yourself, your fears, your worries, your plans, or your feelings, you might think you're being open and honest, but it can actually make you vulnerable in ways you might not expect. Think about social power like a kind of invisible energy that comes from how others see you. People tend to respect those who seem strong, in control, and a little unpredictable because that mix keeps others guessing and gives a sense of confidence. But when you overshare, you take away that mystery and unpredictability. Suddenly, people feel like they know all your cards, and your perceived strength starts to fade. Imagine flooding a room with so much information that it overwhelms everyone. This overload makes it easy for others to judge or form biases about you, often based on your vulnerabilities rather than your strengths. If you constantly reveal too much, it can send signals that you lack self-control or emotional stability, which can harm how others view you, especially in leadership roles or situations requiring tough decisions. When people sense insecurity or uncertainty in your behavior, their confidence in your ability to lead or make decisions can drop. So, while being open is important, it's equally crucial to be mindful about what you share. Keeping some things to yourself preserves your social power, helps maintain respect, and protects the confidence others have in you. It's about balancing honesty with discretion to hold on to your influence and presence. Keeping control over what you choose to share with others sends a powerful message about who you are and how you handle yourself. When you carefully decide what to reveal, you show self-discipline, a clear sign that you can manage your emotions and actions thoughtfully. This kind of control also reflects confidence, because it means you don't feel the need to overshare just to seek approval or attention. It's a sign of emotional intelligence, showing that you understand the impact your words have and how to use them wisely. By maintaining this control, your communication stays sharp and focused. Your core message becomes clear and strong, rather than getting lost in a flood of unnecessary details. When you avoid diluting what you say, you keep your influence intact, making it easier for others to understand and respect your point of view. Another big advantage is that controlling what you share lets you manage your personal story, your narrative. This helps prevent others from twisting your words or using your vulnerabilities against you. When you withhold information strategically, you preserve your social leverage and status, keeping you in a position of strength. It's not about hiding or being secretive for no reason, it's about being deliberate, sharing only what fits the situation and supports your goals. This thoughtful approach to sharing helps you build trust, respect, and lasting influence in all areas of life. Our brain is always on the lookout for social risks, especially when it comes to emotions and vulnerabilities. One key player in this process is a small but powerful part called the amygdala. Think of the amygdala as your brain's alarm system. It scans situations for threats and reacts quickly to protect you. When someone overshares personal information, it can set off this alarm in others, making them feel uneasy or stressed. This response triggers the release of stress hormones like cortisol, which can cloud their thinking, making it harder for them to remember details, make good decisions, or respond calmly. On the other hand, when you practice restraint and share with discretion, you come across as more stable and trustworthy. People tend to feel safer and more comfortable around those who don't flood them with every detail of their personal life. Interestingly, keeping some things private also sparks curiosity. When you hold back, you create an aura of mystery that naturally draws others in, building your social value or social capital. This intrigue makes people want to learn more about you on your terms, strengthening your influence and deepening connections. So, understanding how the amygdala and threat responses work helps explain why privacy isn't just about secrecy. It's a powerful way to build trust, maintain calm relationships, and keep your social energy strong. When someone shares too much personal information, it can cause serious ripple effects in their relationships. Oversharing often leads to emotional withdrawal, where others pull back emotionally and sometimes physically to protect themselves from feeling overwhelmed or uncomfortable. This distancing happens because the brain's natural threat response kicks in, making people more alert and anxious, constantly scanning for potential dangers or signs of instability. As a result, communication can break down. Conversations may become tense, misunderstandings grow, and conflicts arise more easily. This happens because when trust is broken, the brain shifts its priority from keeping social peace to ensuring personal safety. Instead of working together smoothly, people become guarded and defensive. In groups, whether at work, in families, or among friends, this loss of trust and increased tension reduces cohesion. Teamwork suffers, morale drops, and overall productivity can take a hit. So, oversharing doesn't just affect the individual, it impacts everyone around them by disrupting the delicate balance of trust and cooperation that holds social groups together. Maintaining appropriate boundaries is essential to keeping relationships healthy, communication open, and groups functioning well. Setting boundaries is one of the most important ways to take care of your mental and emotional health. Think of boundaries like invisible fences that protect your inner world and keep your energy safe. When people ask too many personal questions or push past what you're comfortable sharing, it can create emotional overload, like your mind is juggling too many things at once, leaving you drained and unable to focus. Boundaries help prevent this by creating a safe psychological space where you feel in control of your thoughts and feelings. When you clearly state your limits, you're not just protecting your time, you're showing respect for yourself, building emotional strength, and sharpening your ability to concentrate on what matters most. By keeping distractions from emotional turmoil at bay, boundaries boost your productivity and help you make better decisions because your mind isn't cluttered or overwhelmed. And it's not just about how you set your own boundaries. When others respect your limits, it reduces chronic stress, which in turn supports better memory, focus, and overall brain health. In short, healthy boundaries are a powerful form of self-care that helps you stay balanced, focused, and strong no matter what life throws your way. Boundaries do more than just protect your energy, they actually help you become more mindful and aware of yourself. When you set clear limits, you give yourself the space to pause and think before reacting, which means you can respond thoughtfully instead of acting on impulse or emotion. This kind of mindfulness is a key part of emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage your own feelings while also recognizing how others feel. Having strong boundaries also improves your relationships because it encourages honest, clear communication and builds mutual respect. When everyone knows and honors each other's limits, interactions become healthier and more supportive. Over time, this practice of setting and respecting boundaries strengthens your ability to handle stress and emotional challenges. It builds resilience, helping you bounce back more easily from tough situations and maintain your mental well-being even when life gets difficult. So, boundaries aren't just rules to follow, they're tools that help you grow emotionally smarter and live with greater balance and strength. Privacy plays a huge role in helping you focus and grow as a person. When you keep certain things to yourself, you protect your mind from constant distractions and emotional noise that often come from social interactions, like opinions, judgments, and feedback that can overwhelm you. This shielding effect gives your brain the quiet space it needs to concentrate deeply on your goals without being pulled in too many directions. Beyond just focus, maintaining privacy helps you build a stronger sense of autonomy, meaning you feel more in control of your own life and decisions. It boosts your confidence because you learn to trust yourself, relying less on what others think or say. This inner trust creates a solid foundation for personal growth. Privacy also encourages you to turn inward, reflecting on your experiences, values, and feelings. This kind of introspection helps you understand yourself better and make meaningful changes that align with who you truly are. Additionally, keeping your progress and struggles private reduces the urge for instant praise or approval from others, which helps you develop discipline and practice delayed gratification. Over time, this builds mental strength, allowing you to stay committed to your goals even when there's no immediate reward. In short, privacy isn't just about keeping secrets, it's a powerful way to protect your focus, grow your self-awareness, and build the patience and discipline needed for long-term success. Privacy plays a crucial role in helping us manage stress and navigate social interactions smoothly. When we share too much personal information, especially too quickly or with the wrong people, it can activate stress pathways in our brain. This makes us feel vulnerable and overwhelmed, like we're exposing ourselves to potential judgment or harm. On the flip side, keeping certain things private helps maintain a calm mental state. This calmness isn't just about feeling relaxed, it actually improves how well our brain can learn new things and solve problems. When our minds aren't busy worrying about how others might react, we can focus better and think more clearly. Privacy also allows us to be selective about who we interact with on a deeper level, helping us build trust and form high-quality relationships where we feel safe and respected. Moreover, having a private space to deal with challenges and setbacks, away from the public eye, gives us the freedom to process our emotions and recover without added pressure or scrutiny. This kind of protected healing time is essential for bouncing back stronger and maintaining our overall well-being. So, privacy isn't just about keeping secrets, it's a powerful tool that supports mental calm, healthy connections, and emotional resilience. Trust is like the delicate foundation that holds all our relationships together. It's built slowly over time through consistent actions, mutual respect, and carefully sharing parts of ourselves in a way that feels safe, what we call measured vulnerability. But when someone overshares, it can shake that foundation. Sharing too much, too soon, or in the wrong way can overwhelm or push people away, making it hard for them to feel close or connected. When you lose control over your personal story, when details you didn't expect get shared or misunderstood, it can hurt your confidence and weaken your social bonds. This is especially true when boundaries are crossed without respect. It creates discomfort and uncertainty, leaving people unsure how to interact or whether they can trust you fully. Trust isn't a one-way street, it grows through give and take, with both sides feeling heard, valued, and respected. When this balance is off, mutual respect fades, and relationships struggle to stay strong. So, protecting trust means being mindful about how much you share, when, and with whom, ensuring that your connections stay healthy, supportive, and lasting. Many people share too much because they're looking for something very human, validation and connection. When you're feeling unsure or lonely, opening up about your struggles or thoughts can feel like a way to get reassurance from others, to hear that you're not alone or that what you're feeling is okay. But sometimes, this well-meaning need for comfort can backfire. When you overshare, especially too quickly or too often, it can overwhelm the people you're trying to connect with, making them pull away instead of drawing closer. This happens because everyone has their own limits on how much emotional information they can handle at once. Knowing this helps us realize that oversharing isn't just about being careless, it's often a sign of deeper needs for support and understanding. By recognizing these psychological reasons, you can find healthier ways to seek connection and validation, preserving more genuine, balanced relationships that feel safe and supportive for both you and those around you. Your reputation is like a mirror that reflects how others see your character, values, and reliability. It shapes the way people judge you in both social and professional settings, often influencing opportunities, relationships, and trust. When you overshare personal information, you risk exposing parts of yourself that others might misunderstand, judge unfairly, or even use against you. Because first impressions matter so much, and because people continuously form opinions based on what they observe, maintaining a thoughtful and composed presence becomes crucial. It's also important to remember that information, once shared, can spread far beyond your control, sometimes leading to unexpected and long-lasting consequences. Being discreet doesn't mean hiding who you are, it means managing how and when you share your story to protect your reputation. By doing this, you build credibility and influence, showing others that you are reliable and in control of your narrative. This careful management of what you reveal helps you maintain respect and opens doors to meaningful connections and opportunities. Every social situation comes with its own unspoken rules about what's okay to share and what's better kept private. The kind of information you share with close friends will naturally be different from what you talk about with coworkers or casual acquaintances. This means your boundaries around sharing should change depending on who you're with and where you are. Navigating these differences well is a sign of social intelligence, the ability to read the room, understand the expectations, and respond in a way that respects both yourself and others. When you're thoughtful and selective about what you share, you show respect for the relationship and the setting. This not only helps protect your privacy but also builds a positive reputation because people see you as considerate, trustworthy, and socially aware. Mastering this balance can strengthen your connections and help you move smoothly through different parts of your life without oversharing or causing discomfort. Finding the right balance between being authentic and staying discreet is key to protecting your reputation while staying true to yourself. Authenticity means being honest and real about who you are, but that doesn't mean sharing everything with everyone. Protecting your reputation involves showing integrity, being mindful about how you present yourself and what parts of your story you choose to reveal. It's about deciding when, where, and with whom to open up, so that your personal stories are shared in the right context and with people you trust. This kind of selective sharing doesn't dilute your true character or intentions. Instead, it preserves and highlights them in the best light. By being thoughtful about what you reveal, you keep your reputation strong and genuine, allowing others to see the real you without unnecessary risk or misunderstanding. It's a skill that helps you build deeper trust and meaningful connections, all while protecting yourself from potential harm. Protecting your privacy does more than just guard your secrets, it has powerful benefits for your mental and emotional health. When your reputation is intact and respected, you naturally receive more social support from others, which boosts your self-esteem and overall sense of well-being. People are drawn to those who maintain a composed and trustworthy image, and this support acts like a safety net during tough times. On the flip side, when you overshare or experience breaches of privacy, it can lead to increased stress, feelings of isolation, and anxiety. Suddenly, you might worry about how others see you or fear judgment, which can make you withdraw emotionally and physically. Being careful about what you share helps reduce these risks, allowing you to build a stable and confident sense of self. From a brain perspective, when you feel respected and safe, your reward systems light up, reinforcing positive feelings and social bonds. At the same time, your threat response systems stay calm, preventing unnecessary stress. This balance is crucial for mental health, helping you stay resilient, focused, and emotionally balanced. So, valuing your privacy isn't just about keeping things private, it's a vital part of taking care of your mind and heart. Building a strong reputation that lasts over time isn't something that happens overnight, it takes patience and a steady hand. Guarding your reputation means resisting the urge to share everything impulsively, especially personal details or emotions that might feel urgent in the moment but could cause problems later. Strategic privacy is about thinking ahead and understanding that what you reveal today can impact your relationships and opportunities for years to come. When you practice this kind of thoughtful discretion, you create a foundation for sustainable, trusting relationships that grow deeper and more meaningful over time. It also helps you make smarter decisions because you're aligning your actions with your long-term goals, not just immediate feelings or pressures. This approach lets you build a legacy, a lasting impression of reliability, integrity, and strength that supports both your personal growth and your success in life. Taking the time to protect your reputation is a powerful investment in yourself and your future. Now that you understand the hidden strength of privacy, it's time to take control of your story. Start by setting clear boundaries about what you share and with whom. Practice strategic discretion to protect your energy and reputation. Share this video with friends who need a reminder that silence can be their greatest power. If you found value here, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment below sharing how you plan to protect your privacy moving forward. Let's build a community that thrives on trust, respect, and real connection, because sometimes less really is more.